Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. Well, as you saw in the title of this video, we have one of our preview shows coming up. This is going to be a bit of a sneak peek, a bit of a spoiler of things that are going to be coming up in the next week or 2 weeks. So if that is not something you are interested in, this might not be the video for you. I'll make sure I cover the game updates first, which I believe are coming tomorrow, and then I will do my best to remember to let you know that I'm going to start doing some spoilers for some other things coming, and then you might want to tune out. We'll see. But anyway, let's just dive right in. I did have, before I dive in, I just did a video yesterday and I wasn't going to release another one today, but this news just came out. It's been popping up all over the place. So it looks like we have some data mining going on with the APKs that came out, and the iOS version update just came out as well. So that's usually an indication once the iOS update comes out that something new is coming, and we have some server downtime coming in a couple hours here. So basically this is an indication, especially since iOS update, is we have big things coming. And plus we got some leaks before saying that stuff is coming soon. So everything is pointing towards we got something big coming. And we got some news today on what that's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that. So I am going to pop over to the QC Runner Discord where we have this posted at the moment. If you guys are not a member, you might want to look below in the description to see where it is, and you can get details. And this is also in Reddit and other places as well, but we have it posted and discussions going on. And there will be more because it just came out not that long ago. And we'll be talking about the event and covering it throughout the update and the event as it comes out. So, all right, enough mumbling on my words here. Let's go ahead and pop up Discord here. I'll do my best not to scratch that itch of going back and clicking these bubbles. It's kind of hard for me not to do that. I don't know if other people have that or not. A little OCD, I guess. All right, let me pull this up where I can make changes. Hopefully that's big. I don't know if that's big enough for you guys to see or not. Let me change that and see. I'll make it a little bit bigger here. But all right, so first thing we're going to do is cover the wrong spot. Here's our QC Runner Discord. We got general notes up here, plus we have the as you can see, a little spoiler here, Plague of the East is what we're seeing. So it looks like we have details on what the event is going to be. And do I actually have that here? Oh, just a little bit of a word here. I didn't read any of this stuff yet for the most part. So this is all going to be new to me as well. I did do a quick look to see if I have information here. It looks like I have probably everything, but I didn't read everything. So I'm going to be finding this out as you have. Plague of the East. Let's see if we can see that in here, because I'm not seeing that at quick glance. So I might have to go to another place to look up the details on that. But so we have, oh, there it is right in front of me. Very nice. This is going to talk about that, but it's also going to give details of what this update that came out. And then once we finish all this news, we're going to go in and look at some of those updates in the game itself, because some of it's already live. So, all right, my lords and my lady, the Plague of the East will soon begin. Very soon. Sorry, you are waiting for unique looks, combat items, and new artifacts, the appearances of the castle, and many other rewards. Expect Grave, actually it says Grave, but I assume that means Grave. Expect Grave at the gates of your castles. New in the dungeon, 4 new maps appear with new routes. I'm sure this will be a very good thing for people who are big dungeoners. I'm not, but this 2 to fight bosses looks really nice, considering when I go in, I want to get as many bosses as possible, so if I get a chance for more of those, I am happy. Anyway, I digress. Appearing with new routes and a different number of points. On these cards, you can meet from 2 to 5 bosses. So instead of just the basic 2, you got 2 to 5 now. In the dungeon, you can now fight 3 new bosses, each of which has its own unique behavior in battle. You can find them at points Kingdom of the Sand, Mystic Circle, and Lost Temple. So once I start hearing from others, because you guys dungeon way more than I do, and we learn the specifics of those, I'll go ahead and update my spreadsheet, which is my quick and dirty cheat sheet that I have, which I haven't really linked anywhere. I should probably add that to Discord as well, but if you guys want it, I'll send the link in the description or comments if you guys are asking for it. And I don't have any of these details yet, but I'm sure once people start doing these dungeons, we'll get the details. And my spreadsheet is just a quick and dirty, oh, you're going to this guy, make sure you have these people equipped and you'll be good to go. So that will be coming. All right, find new hero appearance items and unique riding beast, defeating new dungeon bosses. The riding beast is the pig that we saw before, and I forgot what the everybody voted, and there's one that was really popular. It was like Iggy the Piggy or something crazy like that. So that will probably be coming. good, bad, indifferent, whatever. All right, improving gem workshop. This is something I after I did the update, I poked around, I saw some things, so we'll go take a look at this. We'll see how actually exciting it is. I'm not positive on that. Recycling success scrolls to dust. Some of you, and this is me as well, have some of these scrolls that you're never going to use. They're just, wasting space. So, especially the normal ones. So I have a bunch of those, so we can now recycle those to dust. Mass processing of gems and dust appears. I think that's not exactly written correctly. Mass processing of gems to dust appears. Oh, it appears. Okay, I guess that's what that means. I'm not sure why it's capitalized. Yeah, you can remove, I guess, more than one gem at a time, so that'll be helpful. The button remove all selected dust appears, because right now you can do a full equipped for dust, a smart add, so I guess this is a smart remove rather than having to do one at a time. And the extract all gems button appears in the gems inlay interface. Okay, that's helpful. All right, clan improvements. Now, the end of clan wars and receipt of the chest will occur 2 hours later. I personally don't know what that is. I think it's immediate, but I'm not sure. I have somebody else that takes care of all that stuff for my clan because it's not one of my favorite things to do, and we have somebody who enjoys doing that, so I do appreciate that. Rain is, I'm pronouncing that correctly, hopefully. She is very helpful, or very happy to do that, and I am very happy to let her do that. So I do appreciate all that work, and she gets it out really quick. So I guess maybe we got a 2-hour delay in here. And I got bug fixes, and I've seen a couple different screenshots of this, and this has been caught off every single time. So I'm not sure if there's any additional bug fixes here, but with the turret, this sounds like there's some words that are off in the description, but no actual functionality is different. So this is the update. For, everybody's talking like, oh, the event's coming. But as I mentioned here, and as I mentioned in Discord, and as it's been posted everywhere, Hustle Prime and everywhere, there's no event coming tomorrow. There's no event coming this week. It's been repeated that there is no event coming. So this downtime is strictly for these changes coming into the game, these updates. And my guess is, this is not official yet, but my guess is the event will start next week, probably early next week, because it will no longer be not this week and not next week, which is what we heard a week ago. So I didn't hear anything about 2 weeks. And the event and the details of that are going to be coming very soon in the next screenshot. So just a little word. If you don't want to see that, you might want to tune away. But let me see if I can get to the right spot here. We'll do that one later. That is the artifact that's coming. But here, I looked at these two screenshots. I can't quite figure out how they link together, but we're going to start. So we have runes coming. As was hinted, as was expected, it looks like we have amulet runes coming in. So that now gives us a weapon. It gives us armor. It gives us artifacts. We have rings already, so that's 4 of them. And now this gives us the fifth rune, which would be amulet runes. No indication of what's coming for the future, if we're going to have soul runes or whatever, but there's also going to be there's a hint earlier, I forgot the word, something else that's not scrolls, but something else, maybe it was scrolls, that's going to be added. We don't know what kind of functionality that's going to be that will add to your capabilities. But here, let's go ahead and read the runes. It sounds like these runes are going to have similar impacts to your setup, just like the rings, and the how it affects you is different based on what your gear is and who you give it to. Same thing with rings. So, all right, so we have a Rune of Rage, and this is for archer gear. I'll just read through this the best that I can with some of these words in here. Hopefully you guys can actually see this on the screen. If not, jump in the Discord and you can see it. All right, so when taking damage, this unit uses a percentage chance of throwing 3 grenades in a nearby area, dealing a total of a certain amount of damage to enemies and restoring health. Well, that's nice. Outfit. Okay, so that's helpful. We got doing damage and doing healing, so I'm happy with that one. I might have to put that on my archers. Outfit Mage, when taking damage, has a chance of accumulating the damage taken. Once initial value is accumulated, deals a certain amount of damage in a certain area around the unit. Okay, well, that's just mages doing more damage, and currently my mages are doing a fair amount of damage. They're my Ashbringer and my Darkula are beasts quite often, and they carry my squad in the times when people attack my mages, and my archers in the back are destroying everybody. So the squad setup's been pretty good, so I am happy with that, and it seems like this will only help us. All right, Plate Warrior. When taking damage, has a percentage chance of accumulating the damage taken. Once damage is accumulated, restores health. Ooh. Ooh. Now this is going to make your tank even more based on all the damage it takes. I'm finding that my Annihilator up front is getting decimated and just dying immediately some of the times, especially against like really low level people. I think those are the people doing the specific builds that can beat people like ridiculously high. But this actually could be very helpful for that. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, I'll be happy about that. Just one quick note, as you saw in the picture, I'm going to have that screenshot on this video as well. This is a card collecting event, so you get lots of collections and you open the collections and you get a chance for a rune. And if you don't have runes from previous events, or if you went up different tier levels, you have a chance to get all of them. So these are 3 new runes that'll be there, but if you don't have any other ones, you should have a chance to collect all of them. And if you just went to a new TR level, throne room level, you will have a chance to get 15 runes in this event. I'm sure there will be people that will do that. They'll probably get 15 in the below level, and then there's people that rush the next level and probably get another 15. So those are people that grind a whole lot more than I do. But yeah, so these are great events. These are the ones that everybody wants because the runes are such big game changers. I don't think the rings weren't massive game changers, and I'm not sure what these numbers are going to be, but they might not be huge game changers, but they are looking highly useful so far for what I'm seeing. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Rune of Salvation. The Rune of Salvation for an archer, when health is critically low, has a percentage chance of reflecting damage, a multiplier of the damage taken to all enemies in the battlefield over a certain amount of time. For mages, when health is critically low, restores a certain amount of health in a certain amount of allies with the least health, and enhances the damage they do by unspecified amount for a certain amount of time. And these seem like way more useful than the ring runes. I don't know what you guys think, but put a comment in the description, or add a comment below and let me know what you think about that. Plate Warrior. When health is critically low, trades health with the nearest enemy with the greatest amount of health. Is that good or not? I guess if you're somebody who is lower level, let me just play this out in my head a second. So I go in with my 11 million power squad. I'm fighting, in the arena, as I sometimes do, a 15 million squad, which I can beat them occasionally. Obviously it depends on the setup for that team, but quite often they are bigger and badder and have more health. So if they go and decimate my warrior has this on, they're critically low. All of a sudden they are critically low and I am much better. That seems pretty good. But in contrast, that actually could be very bad when people are fighting me. So that sounds really good for me, but on the flip side, not so much. We'll see how that one plays out. Maybe it's not a huge amount, but flipping health, that seems quite huge actually. All right, sorry about the drink there. Rune of Revenge. Gear Archer. On death, summons a scarecrow that makes the enemies attack it for a certain amount of time. The scarecrow has summoned help, deals a certain amount of damage per second, and explodes on death, dealing magic damage to nearby enemies. So that's a combination of tons of stuff in the game. The scarecrow, everybody's going to attack him. That's kind of like an angel wand. Ooh, that reminds me, I did see something earlier. The angel wand apparently is being not buffed. I'm drawing a blank on the word. It's not going to be quite as OP as it has been. I guess they're trying to rebalance the power a little bit. So we'll see how that plays out. With my squad and every other squad out there. I'm not sure when they're going to turn that on, but the angel wand is apparently not going to be quite as powerful as it was. I think that might have been in the bug fixes. I saw that in a different screenshot somewhere else. All right, anyway, back to where I was here. So we are on the Mage. Outfit Mage. On death, strikes the nearest unit with chain lightning. The lightning jumps between random units up to a certain amount of times. If the lightning hits an enemy, it gets stunned. Damage over time. If lightning hits an ally... Ooh, that's interesting. If lightning hits an ally, it becomes invulnerable for a certain amount of time and has health restored over time. Wow. That is interesting. That is a lot of very randomness, because you could help your squad or you could hurt the other squad. Obviously, both are good, but I don't know how that randomness is going to play out. You can't rely on anything on that one, but that's really cool, though. That's for sure. All right, Plate. On death, curses the enemy with. Let's see if we can find that. I think there's another screenshot up here with that one. Here we just did this one. So plate, Rune of Revenge, plate. On death, curses the enemy with the smallest max health. Cursed enemy takes a certain amount of damage per second until it's killed. Ooh, until it's killed. The cursed enemy cannot be resurrected until the battle ends. Wow. The item wearer cannot be resurrected by allies or by using abilities, but they will be resurrected automatically once the cursed enemy is killed. But the item wearer cannot be resurrected by allies or by using abilities, but they will be resurrected automatically once the cursed enemy is killed and once per battle. Wow, it seems like all of these things are going to be really good for your tanks. Obviously, you can't outfit all of them, so you got to find the one you want, but unless I guess you have 3 tanks, I guess you could. But for me, I only have 1. That seems like some really, really strong stuff. That's exciting. So all of these are going to be items for the event, which will not be this coming downtime, but after that. But it will be coming soon, as Oleg always says, soon, which has a very mixed, different definition every time he uses it. But soon means not this week, this time. So, all right, here we also have artifacts. What do we have on this one? Magic Lamp Artifact. Magic Lamp Genie's Lamp. Activates once in a while. Wish Granter summons a mighty genie that grants a random wishes and vanishes. Available. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, so they're going to do something and then they're going to go away. So one of them could be resurrects an ally with a certain amount of health, stuns random enemies for a certain amount of time, banishes random enemy warriors to the astral plane for a certain amount of time. When in astral form, the warrior is invulnerable, and cannot be attacked, but it cannot attack or use abilities either. Reduces the cooldown time. This is a lot of stuff. Jeez. Increases the cooldown time of blah 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 blah. Reduces max health of random enemies. Oh, I got it. These are all different things that can happen. That's just not spaced out correctly. I got it. I was a little bit slow on that one. All right, so it has a chance to resurrect an ally. It has a chance to banish a random enemy warrior to the astral plane. It has a reduced cooldown time for random ally artifacts. Increases the cooldown time of random abilities of enemy gear. Reduces the max health of random enemies by a certain amount of time. Reduces that armor of a random enemy for a certain amount of time. Also, enemies lose disarmed stats of their armor stats and are unable to use armor abilities for a certain amount of time. Summons an ape. Ooh, that could be exciting. Summons an ape with a healing ability. Heals a certain amount of time per second. Lasts for a lifetime, a certain amount of time. Summons an ape that attacks the enemy, dealing damage. Okay, that was really hard to read and very confusing. So somewhere in there, this is kind of like the snail, I think, where the snail kind of comes out there, does some random thing, all that helped the squad, which is really good. And the snail was highly, highly useful when it first came out. It's not one of the OP artifacts anymore like it used to be. And maybe we'll see where this artifact falls. It might, be similar where it's good, but it's not going to be quite as good. It certainly could be a top 8 artifact, maybe. We'll see, depending on which one you're running. That's interesting, though. So all of these are highly interesting. So we clicked on this one, this was that one, and we did this one. So that is all of the leaks and all of the news that I got. Let me close this and get back into the game. See how sad my castle is at the moment. Oh, it timed out. Yeah. Knew that was going to happen. So yeah, what do you think? Leave your notes and comments in the description. There's a lot of big stuff coming. We'll go ahead and take a quick look here once the game reloads, and see some of the new enhancements that are coming. And after the downtime, they'll probably flip the rest of them on. Right now, it's probably only a couple. But yeah, a lot of big stuff. And then obviously the rune events are huge. Everybody goes crazy over those. So those are the details of what they're going to be, and we all know what the card collection ones are. And if you haven't seen what those are, maybe you can look in the. I could put a link in the after the video to one of those, or you guys can just go looking through my Hustle Castle history. We've had a bunch of them. They're really good, highly successful, and I personally think it's fun. For me, it's a toss between the card collection events and the one we just had. the challenge events. I know a lot of people don't like them because both of them you have the option to pay, which obviously is just the way the game works by design. And this one, if you pay, you know, have a chance to get more good stuff. So I always recommend, I think it's definitely worth paying $10 to do that for each of those types of events, because you get so much good stuff out of it. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look down here at our gem workshop. This changed, at least in iOS it was there, so let's take a look if it's an Android. I imagine it would be. So right now, if we go to the recycling tab down here, we see something a little bit different. So we can start over here for scrolls. That's different. You couldn't recycle scrolls before. Wow, this is really slow. I guess because this new functionality. So if I click on these, you see what you get. So we got 300, 150, 20, and 1. If you recycle those, you get those items. So that's pretty cool. You know, I have 273 of these. I'm never going to use them. 37 of these, I might use them occasionally, but not many. Granted, this is not much dust when you're trying to make oranges, but, you know, it's there at least. All right, recycling gems. You can recycle gems now. Here, I guess you could always recycle gems, but now you can mass recycle your gems here as well. Which you could do that in your inventory before, but now you can do them here. And shards, you can max recycle your shards, which I'm pretty sure we already had before, so that's nothing that's new. So that's nice, pretty cool. Upgrading, let's see what we have here. Level up. We can immediately see one change here. Let's take this guy here. We can do the max button. And that, you know, gives you the best way to maximize your enhancement. Or you can, you know, before you had to click on each one of these to get rid of it. But if I go full load again, I can now go full unload. That's the one difference there. Merging, that looks the same as before. Inlay, I think they said they gave us the ability to, let's go weapons in a warehouse. I have some of these that I'm not going to use. Thought I had a purple in here somewhere. See if I got more than one gem on there to remove. Oh, it's not a weapon, it's armor. Silly. Armor in the warehouse. There we go. We'll do that one right there. We got a purple, we got a blue, we got a green. Let's use that. So now I have, ooh, there's a max install too. Hello, that's pretty cool. It's going to cost me 100,000. It's going to add 323. I can do a max remove. I'm going to pay 12. That's nice. I like that. I have some I need to be doing that with, so that's pretty cool. All right, and that was it for there. So that's nice. A little bit easier, a little bit better for some of that. Nothing major. What else did we talk about? I don't even remember what the other ones were. Djembe, the portal. Well, there's supposed to be a portal. I didn't see the note here, but in the release on Facebook earlier, they mentioned portal changes. So maybe we'll find those out when the portal goes live this weekend. So I didn't see those discussed in those notes that were leaked. Yeah. So all right. I gotta go back to Discord because I can't remember what that last item was. Quick, turn that back on. Hopefully this isn't too long. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember. Oh, I think there's a setting where I can remember where I was, but I don't have to reload it every time. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing on screen here versus what I'm seeing, so I do apologize if you're seeing a bunch of stuff flashing up. Okay, so we are back in Discord here. We're going to go to Plague of here. Here we go, the updates. So new in the dungeon, that's what it was. So here's our gem workshop we just talked about, clan improvements, which are after, and then the dungeon, which I'm not going to do right now, but I haven't tested it out, but I mentioned a long time ago that I could live stream from my phone after I got 1,000 subs, and we're now at 1,000 subs, actually almost at 1,100. So thank you to everybody who's been sharing and continuing to push the channel along, because it's certainly growing like crazy. And also Discord is up over 200 members now. So thank you again for participating and sharing and continuing to help the QC runner name grow. I do appreciate all the help you guys are giving. Yeah, so that is it. Anyway, the point I was going to get to. So I need to do more dungeons, obviously. So I was thinking, I've just been so busy, I haven't had time. But one of these days, I'm just going to, try to pop up a live stream. The time I record is, once my whole family's in bed, and try to upload everything and get it going before they go to bed. So there's only a small time where I can do this every day. So if anybody happens to be on and available, we can jump in and chat. And the first couple times I try it will probably just be, I we'll just be testing out just to see how it goes. But hopefully I can do some dungeon live streams. Do it with my phone. It's a lot quicker. The screen refreshes are a lot faster. It's not so painful for me. It's not so painful for you, and it's not so painful for my partner who has to suffer through all the slowness and me going to the dungeon. So I don't know if I'll get to that tonight. It might be a little bit late, but hopefully soon, so that I'll be able to check out some of those new bosses and also check out, you know, the 2 to 5 bosses instead of only 2. So that's pretty cool. So all right, well, let's leave it there. That is everything that's coming. Big news, exciting news, big changes coming to the game. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about it. I'm pretty sure most people are, because the Rune events are huge. So we got about 1 more week to wait for that. New game updates to play for the next week while we're waiting. And let me know in the comments. You guys excited? What do you think about it? And what are you hoping to get? And what's your goal for the event? So let's leave it there. This has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.